How is it going, everyone? Welcome to another Rapid Gaming NBA free agency video. And we have a bunch of rumors surrounding the New York Knicks and the future of some of their old players. Now, we already know from, previously, the Knicks signed Tim Hardaway Jr. to a 4-year, $71 million deal. Because, he was an unrestricted free agent and the Hawks did not match his offer, so the Knicks were able to overpay for him. Really, is just the best way to describe it. But that's really what you have to do to get an unrestricted free agent. Look at other free agents like Otto Porter. Look how much they paid him, you know. So I can see why players do sign unrestricted free agent deals, because they really do have a possibility of making a lot of money. But moving on, the Knicks, they also got a new GM in former Kings executive Scott Perry. Now, I guess he did make some decent moves for the Kings, trading away Boogie. But he's really a mystery to me, and I'll see, if he does do well with Carmelo and the future of the New York Knicks. And that really does bring me to Carmelo Anthony. Now, after they did sign Scott Perry, they kind of slowed down the talks of trading Melo. I guess, they just want to get Perry comfortable with the Knicks and the trash organization. But really, Carmelo, he wants to get traded. He does not want to play in New York. Now, there were rumors earlier that Carmelo, he wouldn't waive his trade clause to open talks with the Blazers. But I guess that has changed, and there are rumors he could be traded into the Portland Trailblazers. Now, there are some, funny stuff going on social media. Damian Lillard saying if they got Melo, the Warriors should watch out. And I'll see if I can find that tweet for you guys and put it up right on the screen. But that's kind of, a little over optimistic for Mr. Lillard. And I really do think even if they get Melo, they're still going to be like 6 seed team at the max. Now, that's the Blazers. Really, who I think they could trade to get Melo without trading McCollum and Lillard. Maybe I don't think they'll trade. They could trade Crab, actually. He's on a big deal and be nice, get that money off of him. But I don't really know who else they could trade for Melo. He is getting a little bit to the end of his career, so maybe he's not really worth as much. But yeah, we'll see where he goes, because he could also be going to the Houston Rockets. Now, people, they completely, Rockets fans, I really think like some of you guys are getting way too hyped for this. Melo, he is not really that good. Like, he can shoot the ball, that's about it. He can't play defense. And he's really inconsistent these days with shooting the ball too, and he's old. So I guess even if they're going for a run this year, the thing is, it's the Rockets, they're just not a good fit. They have way too many players who need the ball in their hands to shine. James Harden takes a lot of shots, makes a lot of like fancy moves. Chris Paul too, he does the same thing. I guess people, I think with Chris Paul, people do think he's like a playmaker just with those lobs. But if you really watch his games, he does not pass like that much. That's really why the Doc Rivers was kind of trash talking. But I think it was a little bit inappropriate for Doc. And even with let's say Chris Paul wasn't there, Melo and Harden on a team, that's just not going to work out. And yeah, so I think Melo, he will definitely be traded. Houston Rockets is a destination where he does want to go. Same with the Blazers, and we'll see, how it all pans out. And moving on, let's talk about former Chicago sensation Derrick Rose. Now, he did not have a bad year last year. 18 points and 4 assists he averaged. And he's not a bad player. It's just that like teams they're kind of afraid to sign him because he's very likely to get injuries. And that's really, it's very sad to see from MVP to a possible bench player if he does join the Cleveland Cavaliers. And on top of that, he's only going to get paid $2.9 million as a veteran minimum because of the Caps, trash cap space. And it's really sad to see such a great player go down with injuries. His career did get bogged down a lot, and sad to see. I'm from Chicago. I'm a Bulls fan, and I can't I feel sorrow for him, man. He was a great player. He is still a great player, but nothing compared to MVP Rose, and that would be insane. And I heard this from one of my friends. If Rose joined the Cavs, then all the MVPs since 2012 are either on the Warriors or the Cavaliers. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Derrick Rose if he joins. Now, just $2 million, that's an absolute steal for Cleveland for someone who's averaging that much. And back to the Bulls, there's also rumors for Derrick Rose, and that would be very nice. The Bulls are in rebuild mode right now, and it'd be nice really to have a good veteran. And I think really that's all he's useful for, because the Bulls, they're not going to make a run anytime soon. So if they can get Derrick Rose for the right price, especially since he's going for cheap, I recommend it. Also rumors that he will be going to the Lakers. Great, backup point guard, or maybe even starting point guard. Who knows? Tell me where Lonzo Ball is going to come off. Probably the bench this year, but great point guard. He's very athletic. It'd be nice for the LA Lakers teaching Lonzo Ball. Another nice veteran. Lakers kind of in the same position as the Bulls, but much better team. They did get Brook Lopez too, so maybe, I guess, if they do get Rose, they'll be able to push for the playoffs. But that's really all I see in Derrick Rose. And yeah, that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. Subscribe for more.